Have you ever met anyone that went out of their way to make you feel dumb? Or that person that wants you to be aware of how very smart they are? Well, in my early 20s, I came across that person. And she was everywhere. In my family home evening group, at group activities, she was everywhere. She'd use these enormous words that no one knew the meaning to. Every once in a while, she'd call me out to see if I knew the meaning to them. I never did. One day she did a school survey to see how many female authors a person could name. I couldn't name any on the spot. Every interaction that I had with this girl, I found myself wishing that I had read more. But the truth was that I just didn't have the time. I worked full-time and I went to school full-time. My grades were not great. My social life was non-existent. My stress level was up to here. There was just no time to pick up a great book to read for leisure. Today, I'm going to help you out with something that I wish someone had helped me out with all those many years ago, and that is my You Should Read for 30 minutes every day. There's been many studies done about reading for 30 minutes every day, and they all have similar results. I'm only going to talk to you about one study done in the UK and a couple statistics in the US. You might be thinking about the reason or maybe reasons why you rarely read or maybe don't read at all. Well, you're not alone. Dr. Josie Billington did a study of the benefits to adults of regular reading for pleasure in the UK. She uncovered a few interesting statistics. She found that 1.2 million adults stopped reading due to depression. She found that time was the biggest gatekeeper. Whether that time went to family life or pursuing an education or maybe careers. 42% of 16 million people that used to read no longer had the time. She found that there were a lot of people that didn't pick up a book or want to pick up a book at all. 55% of non-readers lacked enjoyment. If they had the choice, they wouldn't want to do it. But 11% of non-readers lacked access to books. They didn't even have the option to pick up a book. In 2023, the Bureau of Labor Statistics showed that Americans between the ages of 15 and 44 read for 10 minutes or less. Unfortunately, that's hurting the United States' literacy rates. According to the National Center of Education Statistics, 43 million people possess low literacy skills in the United States. What that means is they're struggling with comparing and contrasting. They're struggling with low-level inferences. They're struggling with paraphrasing. You might be thinking now that those are some really bad numbers and statistics. Or you might be thinking, I can relate to the interest part. Or maybe the time part like I did in my 20s. But I still don't know if I can fit 30 minutes into my schedule. But before you check out, let me tell you what you can get out of reading. Reading can help you mentally and physically, and it is not going to make you sweat like exercise. Awesome, right? According to Healthline.com, reading can help with all of that stress that you feel every single day. Reading has a lot of the same benefits as yoga, according to some research that was done in 2009. It lowers heart rate and it lowers blood pressure. Reading can also relieve depression symptoms. A good book can help sweep you off into another person's world, momentarily forgetting yourself. There's also self-help books that can help a person work through their symptoms. Reading every night before you go to bed can help you get a better night's sleep, subsequently helping you become more alert and more productive the next day. Reading every day strengthens your brain and increases your vocabulary, making you more successful in school and in your career and in relationships. In 2013, research showed on MRI scans that brain connectivity increased as the book was being read. If you're healthier mentally and physically, then you can prioritize better in your life, and scheduling 30 minutes every day will be easier. I remember the first time that I decided that I wanted to read, I remember thinking, am I going to do this for a week like a New Year's resolution and then stop? Is that what you're thinking too? But remember, with great choices come great rewards. Imagine the next time that you wind down for bed. Are you going to pick up the remote and mindlessly watch TV? Or are you going to pick up an amazing book to dive into? What is going to give you a more peaceful sleep? Imagine the next time you sit down to eat lunch. Are you going to pull out your phone and scroll through Instagram or Twitter? Or are you going to pick up a great book? Which one is going to strengthen your brain and increase your vocabulary? Which one is going to make you more successful at work and at school? Now that we can all agree that books are amazing, don't tell anyone, but I don't have the budget to buy books or the time to go to a library and look endlessly for a book that I like or to return them to not get a late fee. Luckily, the internet has provided a solution for us. All you need is 30 minutes, a small 30 minutes. Most people are awake for about 15 hours a day. That's 900 minutes. If you could take that 30 minutes away from that 900 minutes, maybe before you go to bed or while you're eating lunch, that 30 minutes can help with the literacy problem. It can help with making you healthier, more productive every day. Use that sheet of paper that I gave you. Make a list of books that you're interested in or topics that you're interested in. So when you do start to lose interest in the book that you're reading, you can go to the next book on your list. On that sheet of paper that I gave you is a list of websites. And they all have free access to books. One of them is worldwidelibrary.com. No matter where you are in the world, you can find free access to books at worldwidelibrary.com. Don't be like me when I was in my 20s. Read for 30 minutes every day. You can become healthier and more productive and more successful in your life.